There may be no warning for the next supervolcano eruption, an unnerving study reveals. We have over 21 supervolcanoes in the world. One of them that's not included in this list is the supervolcano under the Canary Islands. We know that La Palma is now erupting. It's been erupting since the end of September. It's still inflating. In one day it went up 10 centimeters. That's just about, half a finger? Magma refilling there. And the last super eruption we had was about 27,500 years ago, in Taupo volcano of North Island of New Zealand. And some geologists claim that we're overdue for a super eruption by about 10,000 years. Some of the key warning signs that geologists typically look out for ahead of a supervolcanic eruption, a super eruption, may not actually be present in every single case, according to a detailed new study of the Toba volcano of Sumatra, Indonesia. The findings suggest the gigantic eruptions from Toba some 840,000 years ago and also 75,000 years ago were not preceded by a sudden influx of magma into the volcano's reservoir. Instead, the magma collected steadily and silently ahead of the blasts. Crucially, though, the second super eruption needed less than half the time for magma to build up than the first 600,000 years earlier, rather than 1.4 million years, because of the gradual increase in temperature of the continental crust around the magma reservoir. Geologist Ping-Ping Liu from Peking University of China said, "This is a vicious cycle of eruptions. The more the magma heats the crust, the slower the magma cools and the faster the rate of magma accumulation becomes." So to reach their conclusions, the team analyzed the chemistry of zircon crystals around Toba, minerals produced by explosive volcanic eruptions. Finally, support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box. This is Lake Toba here. Now, uranium decays into lead inside zircon, so the researchers were able to use mass spectrometry scanning to determine the age of the minerals. And that gave them timelines of both the eruption themselves and the buildup of magma preceding the eruptions. Researchers can also use the same technique to gauge how much magma might have already collected in a reservoir. Specifically, the researchers estimate that around 320 square kilometers or 124 square miles of magma could be lurking under Lake Toba today, a caldera created by previous eruptions and since filled in by snow and rain. An island sits at the center, pushed up by the magma deep below the surface. Liu says, "We can see that this island is gradually increasing in height today, indicating that the volcano is active and that magma is accumulating underneath it." Scientists estimate that there are around 5 to 10 volcanoes around the world capable of a super eruption, one that would catastrophically affect the global climate, just one going off. Toba volcano could be one of these, and if one of these devastating events is on the way, then we need to know about it. Not much we can do about it, though. It's thought that the supervolcanic eruptions from Toba could have blanked out the whole of South Asia in a substantial air of ash, with some studies putting forward the hypothesis that most recent caused a decade-long volcanic winter where temperatures plunged across the globe. How humanity would respond were such an event to happen again, everything from food supplies to population migrations, is not clear, but we might not get a huge amount of notice when the next supervolcanic eruption is on the way either. Our study also shows that no extreme events occur before a super eruption, says Earth scientist Luca Carici from University of Geneva in Switzerland. He said this suggests that signs of an impending super eruption, such as a significant increase in earthquakes or rapid ground uplift, might not be as obvious as pictured in disaster movies by the film industry. At Toba volcano, everything is happening silently on the ground, and the analysis of the zircons now give us an idea of what is to come. This was published on PNAS, and it's on Science Alert by David Neild. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support.